In the past few months, I've been packing up my life before it's even time to leave. Even though I have 7 months of school left, my mind is constantly running ahead. College applications, entrance exams, future plans, and what not. I've been treating this final year more like a runway, not a destination. A few weeks ago during lunch, my friends were laughing over something. One of those silly, nothing conversations that somehow feel like everything. I smiled, but I just wasn't there. I was thinking about deadlines, about the next thing on my list. It hit me later that night. These moments won't repeat, but the pressure, it always finds its way back. Because somewhere along the way, I had mistaken movement for meaning. Now, I'd mistaken movement for meaning. And the truth is, I've always been an overachiever, a perfectionist hooked on motion. I'd worked tirelessly to get something I believe would prove my worth, as if my worth was tied to productivity, only to feel empty the moment it was mine. Like something was still missing. I was stuck in what I now recognize as the relentless pursuit of validation. I kept pushing towards milestones, convinced they would finally make me feel enough. But every time I reached one, I barely acknowledged it. No celebration, no satisfaction. Just another voice asking, what's next? And in this process, I'm often ended up with nothing but a lingering guilt, not for failing, but for never trying something meaningful. I wanted to be everywhere at once, doing everything, but I landed right where I had started, no further than the day before. I had aspirations, but I never had the calm. I felt like I was running endlessly without arriving anywhere. My mind raced with thoughts of everything I was missing out on. The clock never stopped ticking, and neither did I. I was worn out, but I couldn't slow down. Even in moments that looked like rest, my mind was constantly tangled in noise. It was a chase with no finish line in sight. But I know I'm not alone in this. This is our shared story. In an age obsessed with hustle, comparison, and curated success, we glorify the grind. In doing so, we unwittingly instill a deep-seated fear of slowing down. We fear the pause. We chase validation in achievements and to-do lists, but forget to ask ourselves a simple question: why so? We live in a culture that praises the always-on mentality. Keep grinding, stay busy, sleep when you're dead. But what if I tell you the real magic does not happen when we move faster, but when we actually slow down? I thought I was doing everything I was supposed to do, but none of it felt like it belonged to me. I was constantly striving, yet emotionally starved. So I pressed pause, a real one this time. Not a weekend off, not a quick reset, but an intentional break that allowed me to confront what was happening inside. I worked to quieten the storm inside my head, and the one that had been louder than any external pressure. And for the first time ever, I started to recognize myself. Lo and behold, I achieved myself. Think about it. In music, a pause isn't empty. It defines rhythm. In conversations, silence isn't awkward. It gives words their weight. And in life, silence and pause are not a waste of time. They are often the most important part of it. As the philosopher Blaise Pascal once said, all of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. This quote shook me when I first heard it, because maybe, just maybe, it is true. Now, when life blurs, I take a leap back. I disconnect and I allow myself to reset. Because I've learned that our inability to slow down, reflect, and appreciate where we are even while progressing is one of the greatest modern human afflictions. And in those moments of overwhelm, I do not fight harder. I stop resisting stillness. I've stopped measuring success in check boxes because I've learned goals without inner clarity are just pressure in disguise. So here is my invitation to you. When life slows down, don't fight it. When you're forced to pause, do not rush to fill in the silence. Sit in it, lean into it, because sometimes doing nothing is exactly what you need to realize everything. Thank you. This was Chakshu Nanwal signing off.